Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. We're good. This is a very impromptu stream because sometimes whenever I'm in the shower, I think about things that I want to talk about in videos, and then I either don't film the video because I'm not heated and in the moment, or I film the video and then I don't edit it because I lose the heat of the moment, and I don't do it. I just don't do anything with it. So basically this stream is forcing me to hold myself accountable for talking about my ideas and things that I think need to be talked about, quite frankly. And what's up, Adam Ortiz? What's up, Golden Gamer? So I want to do a little something different and kind of just have a stream of consciousness stream, I guess. Stream of consciousness. There you go. That's what I'm going to call it. But basically, what's up, NK BMX? This is a late stream, so I don't know if anyone's going to get in here. My thing says 0 people are watching right now, but I guess we could wait till a few more people get in here, maybe. I don't know. This is kind of just, the point of this is to be a video later, so I'm not going to wait on people. Really, what I was thinking about is that I feel like BMX as a whole is like, yeah, it's 12:27. But too many videos are talking and not non-riding, and not enough riding. It's totally lame. All right, so here's the whole point of this video. This is going to be all talking because obviously I'm not riding right now, but I made myself a couple notes. But what I was thinking about is I feel like BMX has kind of lost sight of why we do this and why we make videos in general in BMX, and kind of like the whole point of this. And obviously everything is freestyle. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, all of that. Putting that to the side for a second, I feel like as a whole things have changed. Maybe it's that things have just changed, but I'm not trying to say anything set in stone with this. I'm asking the question, have we lost sight of why we do this? Because when you think about it, videos within BMX are kind of like a time capsule. And I feel like the perfect representation of that is props, which I know is like, oh, you're saying that things are better back in the props days. No, I'm not. I'm saying that I feel like that's a good representation of like the time capsule aspect of what a video is, in regard to the fact that it's more than just the riding. Like, it had people talking about the sessions, and it captured the entire aspect of the trip and what was going on, and people were talking about it, and they captured behind the scenes, and they got the riding stuff, and I feel like it was people showing BMX as it was at the time, where it wasn't people worrying about content, maybe, where like why they're doing it, you know, just I'm filming this for Instagram, but why? And I feel like it's more of a, we're filming this because we want to remember what happened as it happened. And man, this is why this is a stream of consciousness, because I'm asking the question, is this why BMX has kind of lost sight of why we do this? And I feel like the same people that talk about props in the way that it was the best era in BMX, who hate on vlogging or hated on vlogging, are hating on something that is kind of the same thing as props, but for yourself, like a vlog for someone that has to do with BMX. Obviously this is not talking about someone vlogging just their life, even though that is also a time capsule and remembering something and making something that is all encompassing to remember in the future. cameras have changed BMX quite a bit since the original days. That's kind of the thing. Like, I thought of all of this stuff while I was in the shower, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to make a video while I'm heated. I'm going to talk about it. I guess not heated, inspired, because I'm not mad. I don't really care. Freestyle, you can do whatever you want, and you can post videos of whatever you want, whenever you want. But kind of the point is, like, props and vlogging are definitely kind of similar. I feel like props were edited down better with less boring in-between parts, kept it flowing, and never got too stale. That's exactly it. Like, but I think the point of them is a little different. So like props, the point of that is to show BMX and give people something to get them excited about BMX. At least I think that's what the point was. You'd have to ask Chris or I and the other guy who made the videos. I honestly don't even know. But vlogging is kind of the same thing, but for the purposes of entertaining an audience, which I guess it's the exact same thing. Never mind. Vlogging and props are the same thing. Props was the original BMX vlog. But what I'm getting at is that people want to show off too. There's nothing wrong with that at all. You can literally do anything you want. But I feel like there's more people who are about the showing off, like, instant gratification side of things than there are about people who are just recording things and posting it and whatnot for the sake of documenting it to remember. And what I'm getting at here is that in the props days, and even before that, people, at least I don't think, were filming to show off. I don't think they were filming to make this video and then be like, oh, look how awesome all these tricks are. And that's why there's so much behind the scenes and stuff like props. And like, cameras were more scarce, so people were just documenting what was going on to just for the sake of documenting it and putting it into videos for the sake of making a video so that it wouldn't be lost with time. And in that, I feel like there's a difference with today, because people are just, I even do it myself. It's like, oh, I'm going to post something on Instagram because I haven't posted in a couple days. And it's less about the remembering when it comes to Instagram, but the videos I make are legitimately only because I want to, like, have something to look back on, and I want to capture all of the fun. And I hate the idea that having this amazing session would just go away. Like, it's cool that it's this thing that exists in the moment and then never again, but I don't want to have just a memory to look back on in the future, I guess you could say. I would rather have captured it on video and put it together in a nice format for people to watch and for me to watch in the future. If I ever remember, like, oh, hey, remember that day that we did this trick or we did this, and you can go back and watch it. And I feel like it's less about that as a whole. And even in regards to companies and videos, like, there's some companies who do trips and film the behind the scenes and film the riding and do all of that stuff and put it together in this nice package to remember. Mutiny is a perfect example of this as far as their older videos go with Joe Simon, because it's like this perfect all-encompassing. All they needed was people talking about the trip so that you could watch it and you could legitimately get a feel for, like, what was going on at the time. But now videos are all about trick after trick after trick after trick after trick with no like context whatsoever. So I feel like that's why we've kind of maybe lost sight of why we do this as a whole, because the whole purpose of making a video is, I feel like the purpose of making a video at its essence is it's a time capsule, like I said, and it's a way to remember you did this crazy thing and you captured it on video. And I think that not having that context of people talking like they did in props and like talking about how crazy it was, and literally you can picture people in your head, if you've ever watched props, in the interview like, oh, Brian Kaczynski was gonna go do this crazy handrail and everybody's like, oh my god, this is insane, and he fell whenever he was trying it, and then he got up and he nailed it and it was amazing, and then they show the footage and it was a totally different feeling than just showing this 15-second clip on Instagram that you're going to forget about in 2 weeks, or you're never going to be able to go find it again, or it's going to be really hard to find again because it's 2,000 posts down on your Instagram. I kind of just think that there's a connection there that's been lost through instant gratification and through, I guess you could say, commercialization of riding. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like the commercialization of videos has taken precedence over the purpose, like the remembering what actually happened and how awesome it was. FBM has videos similar to what you're talking about. And I feel like I'm just like going on this thing about how the style of props videos are better than other videos, and it's totally not. And at the same time, like, you've got all these behind the scenes videos that have been coming out. They're like 40 minutes long of raw stuff, which is like exactly what I mean, is like, it's that I think is like almost just as important as the crazy banger part of the video. Does any of this make sense? This is legitimately meant to be a conversation with people and a video in the future of like, it's just asking the question, have we lost sight or missed the connection? I feel like videos try to be on an arty level, and it doesn't let them have any raw feel to them anymore. Yeah, it's like, and that's totally cool, and like, I'm not saying anything's worse than anything else. Just stream of consciousness, that's what this is supposed to be, because literally you can do anything you want and anyone can do anything they want. I am 100% towards freestyle, and the thing that comes up all the time is that dude who double barred El Toro. It's like, yeah, he posted that banger on Instagram, but like, and that's totally cool, but I want to see the before that, the middle. I mean, I guess he probably did it first try, so there's no middle. The middle is him landing it, and then the after of like everyone freaking out. I want to hear people's point of view, and I want to hear that dude's point of view. I want to see more than just the trick, and I feel like that's kind of lost because I guess you need a videographer there to capture something like that, and someone who is like purposefully making something to capture the behind the scenes. I just want to see more. That's it. I want more. I'm greedy, I guess. It's just one of those things. It's like, have we forgotten that this is supposed to be about fun, like, in the fun of what we're doing and being with our friends, and like capturing that moment so that it's not lost in time. The concept of a camera crew filming a guy doing something over and over and over to capture, I got it. This aspect of BMX turns me off. Concept of a camera crew filming a guy doing something over and over to capture, I got it. I don't understand what you mean. I'm sorry. Because you kind of not like a camera crew, but somebody filming attempts someone has to be there filming each attempt in case they pull it, if you're trying to film something. I don't know. I feel like crashing 50 times and getting it once is dumb to me. Well, I mean, you have to crash to learn. You didn't learn any of the tricks that you do, or you didn't learn all of the tricks that you do first try. And I guess, I don't know. Like, I guess I get what big street edits. Well, and that's kind of like, why are we doing this? Are we doing it because it's fun? Are we trying to sell products? Are we doing it because it's fun and we sell products? As far as like professional riders go, I mean, Dennis Anderson with his caps lock video, he didn't do that because he's trying to sell Haro frames. He did that because he wanted to do those tricks and he felt like he needed to do those tricks. So he did them. They filmed it. He crashed a few times. They put it into this, see you later, Golden Gamer. They put it into this video, and then they have the behind the scenes of it. So I mean, I don't know. It just goes back to the question, have we lost sight of why we do this? Has BMX as a whole lost sight of why this is a thing? Because I feel like it went from cameras are scarce, we're documenting this because we want to document it for the future. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they wanted to film it because they thought it would be badass and cool and show all their friends, and didn't realize that they were capturing something that would live on into the future. This is stream of consciousness. I think I've said everything that I wanted to say, really. Just, I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to say what I feel like. I just want to ask the question, have we lost sight of why we do this? It's because, I mean, obviously the freestyle aspect of it is anyone can do anything however they want to. If you want to make a video of nothing but tricks, to put it together and watch it and be like, man, I remember doing those tricks, those were crazy, and not have anything other than that, that's totally cool. But if you also want to put together something as more of like a video with context and B-roll that has to do with what was actually going on and like capturing the moment, that's also cool too. I mean, you want to post a banger on Instagram, go for it. You want to make a DVD part, send it. It's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this up as a video or not, because it's kind of just me holding myself accountable and making myself make this video while I'm inspired and thinking about it. I don't really want to assert anything. I just wanted to ask the question. Maybe the commercialization, that is a long word, of it all is just much more in your face now. Like lots of clips now are a few bangers and then the sponsor logo. Not leaving it up. Get salty. I'm not trying to get salty. I just want to ask the question to make people think. Because I don't want to be that jaded dude who's like, oh, it was so much better. Because I didn't even live through the props era as far as like when stuff was actually going out. The commercialization is like, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like, I guess I'm going to say something. I feel like having more context to a situation in a video where it's like supposed to be selling a product would sell more products, rather than just this crazy dude doing crazy trick after crazy trick. I've always looked back on the mid-2000s, and BMX looks a lot of fun back then. Even Bob Scarbo himself talked about on Instagram how they didn't know Animal Cam I Eat was going to be full length. I like natural videos like you and like Spencer. I dislike the plethora of edits doing the same click-clack tricks over and over. And the other cool thing is that BMX is literally so widespread right now, with so many videos everywhere. The people like you, Super Noob Smith and Colin BMXer, can go and watch whatever you want, and then other people can go and watch whatever they want, because it's all there. It's not just this one source I feel like that's one thing that was with props in that era, is that was kind of like forced people into all kind of being similar as far as what they saw, was that there wasn't that much to pick from and it cost money. So you had to pick and choose and pay for what you wanted and what you thought you were going to like. Whereas now you can just, if you want to see someone doing a certain style of trick, you know who to watch and you know what videos to watch. And if you like videos that are more natural and sessions, you know who to go and watch on YouTube. So I guess at the same time, it's one of those things that's like, yes, maybe some parts of BMX have lost sight of why we do this, but other parts haven't. And that's part of freestyle. Just the questions. There were like 3 videos to watch in my era, literally 3. Yeah, so, and those videos probably happened because they just wanted to document what was going on at the time. Tyler, I wear Teva shoes, but questions like that aren't really the point of this stream right now. We're talking about BMX and whether or not it kind of has lost sight of why we do this. And at the same time, who am I to even try to say why anyone does anything? Like, that's kind of the whole point of this, is to weigh both sides, then weigh the side in the middle and the other 4 sides on each side of that. I just think that there might be more of the instant gratification type stuff. I somehow managed to watch heaps of vids back in the day. That's the other thing, is I never watched videos. I legitimately, right over there, have a stack of DVDs this high that I've watched probably one of. There's props over there. There's Baco over there. There's tons of videos that I never watched because I just rode and made videos for myself back in the day. And it was just because I was obsessed with the idea of documenting what was going on so that it could be looked back on in the future. I didn't really film behind the scenes or context type stuff either, because I don't know, I didn't think to do that. It's all just asking questions to get a conversation going. That's the whole point of this video. I'm not going to tell anyone anything or say anything is a certain way, because in reality, everything exists. The whole spectrum from one extreme to the other that I've talked about in this. And it's awesome that it's all there. I think it's better that it's all there, actually. Because if it wasn't all there, then we wouldn't have any choices, and that would kind of suck. I like how I can tell, based on how many people are watching, how interesting or how into it what I'm saying people are. Does any of this make sense? Does anyone else think that maybe it's possible that BMX has lost sight of why we do this? Or have things just changed? 'Cause that's the whole point. And if you're watching this in the future, I hope that this is not a convoluted mess of crap. I think people understand, I mean, who's going to change it? I mean, no one should change anything, because if all you care about is filming the crazy tricks and putting that into a video and that's what you want, then totally awesome. When you say why we do this, you mean the riding or the filming? I mean all of it. Maybe not riding, because obviously, in regards to video, I guess it has to be in regards to video, because there's a billion people out there, not a billion, but there's a lot of people out there riding for whatever their reasons are that you will never know, because they don't film at all. So only in regards to filming and making videos for Instagram, YouTube, DVDs, web edits, all of that stuff. That is what I'm referring to, I suppose. Different reasons to film for different filmers. Absolutely. Totally just asking the question. I hope that I've came across with that enough in this to make people realize that I'm not trying to make any assertions or anything like that. I just want to make the conversation and start talking about it. And I think I'm going to do more stuff like this to talk to just people about things. I guess people want their validation nowadays. They feel like they put in the time and they want to get noticed maybe. At the same time though, if you think about it, how many people have you heard talk about props and all of those older videos and say, oh man, all I wanted to do was get sponsored and ride like this guy? I want to document my relearning, and that is awesome. That is a sick reason to be filming. That's what I think anyways. But I mean, definitely people want instant gratification, and I feel like there's a lot of people who post stuff on Instagram just for the attention of it. And I feel like there's a lot of people who make videos just for the attention of it and who aren't even thinking about the fact that this is a way that you could remember these times in the future. And that it's kind of like a time capsule for you to look back on. And maybe just the clips are enough to look back on and be like, I remember this day and I remember all these different things and trigger stuff, but I know that I have the worst memory ever, and that looking back in the future on specific days, I will need an entire video like the ones that I make in order to remember anything. One thing to remember always is that everyone's different. Everyone does things for their own reasons, and that's awesome. I'm kind of just talking about to keep knowledge of your riding from the past. Absolutely. I wish there was filming of back in my day. I have nothing but memories of that, which is like, it sucks to think about, like, people who in the future want to look back and have memories of it more than the video only are going to have riding clips to look back on. What's up, Stony? I'm having some totally like stoner but not high conversations about BMX and why we do what we do in regards to videos. And you're a perfect example of this because you're capturing yourself relearning BMX and you're telling other people's stories at the same time, which is awesome. We're just I guess I'm kind of talking and some people are chiming in about, I feel like there's more, there's all these different bubbles and factions and cliques and all this stuff. I feel like the group of people who are capturing things only for the sake of putting it out there for attention and commercialization is bigger than the group of people who realize that this is a way to remember things as they happened and document a point and period in time or a day or an hour or whatever so that it can be looked back on in the future. And I'm just asking the question, have we lost sight of why we do what we do? Because I feel like the people who put the effort in to make videos in the past were doing so in order to document. They were doing it in order, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's not why they did it, but I feel like it was to document, just to document what was going on. Literally, I feel like that was why videos were made. And I think that the selling stuff part came as a second thought. I can't say for sure because I wasn't there, but that's what it feels like. Instagram is littered with ads for ugly colored bike parts. I haven't had BMX related ads, I don't think. I don't think so. I'm going to scroll through my Instagram right now and see. Pandora. So we've got Pandora, the jewelry store. That's my first ad. My second ad is Cheetos. We'll go to one more ad after that. Let's see. ESPN. Definitely not. Oh, post by companies. Okay. Yeah, we made vids in the 90s just to document it and copy vids we saw. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of what it was back then, and less of, and I guess just being able to make videos easier makes it easier for kids to just film stuff, or people to just film stuff for the attention part of things. And I'm going to keep repeating it for anyone who's joining in or anyone who's not paying attention or clicking around the videos. I'm not saying anything is better than anything else, and I will never do that, because freestyle. Not ads, but posts by companies. I don't follow that many companies, so I don't see that stuff, honestly. I kind of live in my own little world of, I follow the people that I know and companies that I either represent or support, and not just everything. Because I think that's kind of the point of Instagram, and kind of somewhat the point of YouTube as well. Ad blocker. Are you blocking the ads on my videos? That's not cool. But yeah, I think literally YouTube, your TV. Man, you're blocking the ads on these videos. That's okay, I get it, I don't care. It's okay, doesn't bother me. So as I was saying, I will never say that anything is better than anything else, or any type of writing, or any type of documentation, or any type of video posting is better than anything else. Yeah, you owe me at least a penny, bro. Each one of those ads is like half a penny. I won't ever say anything's better than anything else, because one, freestyle, and because it's not because of freestyle. I'll buy a shirt. You don't have to buy a shirt. I just feel like you guys are my friends at this point, and I can break your balls as if you're my friend, because no one is safe in regards to my friends. When we're in person, we all give each other crap because it's fun. I think I've gotten across the point I wanted to get across, though, or asked the question. So if you're watching this in the future and you haven't answered the question in the comments, I really want to know, like, if you film, why do you film? That's one. Two, do you think that BMX, or there's a greater majority of BMX that has lost sight of, or doesn't necessarily subscribe to the documenting for documentation purposes? Hi, future Earthlings. I film because it's fun to do when there's no one to ride with, and helps me set a goal and not give up until I land that line I've been trying for. That's another good way to think about things too. Filming something and setting the goal to film it and then put it on the internet. Literally, it's what I'm doing right now, is I'm going live rather than recording this, so that I'm holding myself accountable for making this video when I'm feeling inspired and having these thoughts, rather than sitting down in the future and being like, ugh, I don't even want to talk about this. Also, it's such a good way to see if what you're doing looks like crap or not. That is 100% true, and I didn't use it as a way to see if anything looked like crap today, but I did use it as a way to see if what I was doing was what I was actually trying, because I was trying some like hurricane type stuff, 360 Fufanu, where if you're not on the edge of the ramp, you're not in a Fufanu. I was using it that way today with, I mean, maybe I'll post this stuff, but I was trying to learn tricks and progress with something. I was inspired by Montana Ricky's post on Instagram with Dave Asado doing that crazy stuff. I used to film before my surgery and I just did it because it was fun, and that is sick. By crap, I mean in your own head, the whole I can do way better than that type of thing. Absolutely. Sometimes you feel like an X-Up's totally clicked, and if you film it, you're like, oh wait. Which is another great reason to film. I guess I'm also, I don't know. This is kind of the whole point of this, is to talk about it and see where people's heads are in this regards to the same thing. Start the conversation and keep it going. Man, I wish I filmed some recent crashes. There have been some crashes with me lately too that have been filmed. How long have you been going to Raise? Dude, probably 6 years, 7 years. I don't even know, honestly. A long time. But let's keep this conversation pointed. We'll do a question and answer on Thursday, maybe. You should do a crash edit. I get bored with most edits. I think your style of filming is really good, but you need a good mic. Man, this is what I use for my riding videos that aren't like edit type videos where I'm trying to film something crazy. It's so convenient. I probably should get a better mic, and if things progress to the point where the videos are, I don't know, if things progress to where there's an audience and the videos are providing for me, then I'll probably put way more effort into making the quality as good as possible. I filmed this trick, thought it was nice, then looked like my leg was a noodle. Bro, we're not going there. This is not that kind of stream. All right, you know what? Here's what we'll do. At this point in the stream, I've talked about everything that I need to say in regards to whether or not BMX has lost sight of why we do this, in regards to filming videos and why we make videos and documenting things and all of that. And it's just to ask the question, have we lost sight, or have things just changed, or is BMX so widespread and huge that as far as people and why they do things, that all of it exists, which I think that's the case. All of it exists, and people just get to subscribe to what they want to and see what they want, because there's people like me who make session videos. There's people like, I don't know, Dennis Anderson, who's not really necessarily caring about behind the scenes stuff and filming crazy web video, or crazy, yeah, that was a web video, crazy web videos. There's people who are filming DVD parts and stuff. I think it's all out there. There's people who are on Instagram posting bangers every day. Go to bed, it's 1 a.m. I'm not going to bed yet. I think it all exists, and we just get to pick what we want to see, which is cool. So now we can talk about whatever. The whole purpose of it was to ask that question, and if you're still watching this in the future, answer that question however you'd like to in the comments. What was that? Someone said I should do a crash edit. I've been thinking about that for a while. If it happens, it's not going to be past crashes, because there is so many videos to go through and so much time. It would take so much time to make a crash edit that I don't think I could do it. It would take forever. I've crashed so many times in so many different videos that I don't know if I could find them all. And when people do make crash edits, I don't understand how they do it. people like Spencer Forsman with his crash edit. I think there was a Big Boy crash edit. I don't know how they put the time to go through all those videos and single out the crashes. So I think I might do in the future is, while I'm editing, designate what's a crash in the editor, so that all I have to do is go through videos and pick out the crashes, which admittedly I did do in the past, and decided I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I think it would be awesome to make a crash edit though, or make like a best of. A best of would be awesome. Dang. Streaming for 40 minutes right now just to talk about that one thing. I think maybe I'll end this stream just to not intimidate people into not wanting to watch, because it's 40 minutes long. What's your favorite trick? Man, I can't even pick a favorite trick. There's so many. I love 5 taps. I like everyone's own take on their BMX videos. There's so much to BMX. It's nice to not see everyone doing the same thing. Exactly. Which is why I think it's awesome that there's everything to pick from, and you can just pick what you want to watch and see based on what you want to see. I see riding as an artistic expression, and I film it to share with people who weren't there, and without footage, it's fiction. I wouldn't say it's fiction, because you know it happened, but that's a great way to look at things, and it's good. I'm so tired that I don't even know. I rode Rays today, and I'm tired from it. You guys want to see a clip from today? We'll show you a clip. Boom. Let's see. Oh, I've got too many favorited clips from today. I'm going to show y'all a clip. Gotta find it. There it is. So I'm going to let you in on a secret. This was supposed to be a 360 Fufanu to ice pick stall, but I didn't get on the edge. Boom. It was not on the edge. Not on the edge. It was close to the edge, but it wasn't on the edge. Thank you. I'll probably post it at some point, maybe on Instagram. I don't know. I got something else I need to post on Monday that's pretty funny, because I fell. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All of your nice comments are coming in 10 seconds after I showed it because of the lag. Ow. Oh, I hit my leg today too. Alright, I think we need to end this stream. Hopefully, if you're still watching this and you haven't answered the question, answer the question in the comments below. If you're watching it and you're not subscribed, hit the button, because why not? New videos almost every day, or some type of stream. I try and get something up as much as possible. And yeah, can't wait till spring whenever we can make way more videos, way more often. I think we're gonna end it. Thank you guys for hanging out and listening to me spew a whole lot of random stream of consciousness to the internet, to you guys. I was just having thoughts and was like, need to put them out there, need to talk about it while I'm inspired, rather than letting it die in my head or not end up a video. Like, I filmed one of these. I filmed an entire talking thing, and I'm probably never going to edit because I'm not feeling inspired for that anymore. So I think in the future, if this is something people want to see, I will definitely go live after I have these inspirational thoughts in my head, or at above can't talk, or whenever I'm feeling inspired. Sounds good, Carlin. Thanks for hanging out, man. All right. We're about to hit 45 minutes, so we're actually going to end it now. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. It's 1:10 in the morning. I'm going to bed. I rode my bike today. We'll see you. Brought to you by Park Tool. No, not this one. Definitely not this one. Park Tool's on my hat, but it's not brought to you by Park Tool. This is the video for today. I started this on Sunday. Ha! Check that out. Anyways, so tomorrow's Monday. There will be a video tomorrow on Monday. And we'll see you in that video, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's late. I'm tired. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.